What's up? Welcome to HDTV. You are now rocking with your boy. Um, why everyone's acting like Dak Prescott is it's the end of the world because he signed the franchise tag. I told everybody a year ago that the Cowboys aren't going to sign Dak. Dak's going to be playing somewhere else. The Cowboys do not believe in Dak, and basically they're trying to bank on if he's going to get to the Super Bowl. And everyone is comparing it to, well, you guys signed Tony Romo. Tony Romo, he didn't get to the NFC Championship game. He was one game away, just like Dak was. And in Dak's first 4 years compared to Romo as the starter for the Cowboys, his first 4 years, he's done a lot better. Even though Romo, I believe, has better passing yards, but Romo had a higher interception ratio. So basically, let let's look at this. Tony Romo. Let's see. Now now basically Tony Romo, his his first 4 years as a starter, he came in 2004. His first 4 years, his first year, which was '06, I believe, he got the starting job. He played 16 games. He started 10. His QB record was 6-4. His completions was 220 out of 337 attempts. Completion percentage was 65.3. His yards was 2903 because he started late. That's when Bledsoe got hurt and he came in and took over. 19 touchdowns, 5.6 TD percentage, 13 picks, 100. Hold on. His QB rate, I think, yeah, his QBR was 67.9. Um, yeah, his second year, which he started in '07, he was the full time starter. He played 16 games. His record was 13-3. He went 335 for 520, 54.4 completion percentage, 4,211 yards, 36 TDs to 19 interceptions, and his QBR was 78.6. And he was sacked 24 times, where he was sacked 21 the year before. And his third year starting, he played 13 games, started 13, went 8-5, 276 out of 450 was his attempts. Completion was 61.3, 3,448 yards, 26 TDs, and 14 picks. And his QBR was 56.3. Now his fourth year, he started 16 games. He played all 16. His QB record was 11-5. Completion was 347 of 550, 63.1 completion percentage, 4,483 yards, 26 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. QBR was 64.5. So Romo's first 4 years starting, he was decent. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too shabby. Um, kind of was told like I think with him he didn't really play in the big games well. So now we're gonna go to Dak. Now we're gonna look at Dak's first 4 years. Now Dak's first year, basically he started because Tony Romo got hurt in the preseason. Dak played 16 games, started 16. His QB record was 13-3. His completions and attempts was 311 out of 459. His completion percentage was 67.8. His yards were 3,667. 23 TDs to only 4 interceptions. Um, he was sacked 25 times, and his QBR was 78.8. Now, his second year, he was he played 16 games, started 16. He went 9-7. That was the year I believe Zeke was they were trying to make a decision whether to suspend Zeke or not suspend him. He was 308 for 490, which is 63%, 3,324 yards, 22 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. His interceptions went up this year. His QBR was 69.5, which you could say 70. And he was sacked a lot more, 32 times. Now, in 2018, which is his third year, started 16 games, played 16. He went 10-6. Was his record. Hold on. Oh man. Okay. And completion percentage was 67.7, 3,885 yards, 22 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. His QBR was 56.2, which means it dropped significantly. Because early that season he wasn't really doing that well, and then he picked it up at the end once they got Amari. He was sacked 56 times. So we're looking at the sacks. He has been sacked more than Tony Romo has in his first 4 years. And he's been more durable. Now, his fourth year, he went 8-8, 16 games started, 16 games played. He went 388 of 596, which is 65%. He threw for almost 5,000 yards. He was at 4,902. 30 touchdowns to 11 interceptions, which is impressive. And he was his rate was 99.7. It doesn't have his QBR listed. He was sacked 23 times, so it was less. And I don't believe he had any game-winning drives. He has 8 comebacks and 14 game-winning drives, and he's played in 3 playoff games. Now, his first 4 years, he's won a playoff game and he's lost twice. Tony Romo, in his first 4 years he started, did not win a playoff game. Got to the playoffs, didn't win. And Romo was throwing a lot of picks. A lot of picks. So to me, I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, also make sure you like, subscribe, and share this page and share this video to everyone you know. Your mommy, auntie, grandma, everybody. Everybody needs to watch this. Leave a comment too in the comment section letting me know who do you feel is better, Tony Romo or Dak Prescott? And do you feel Dak Prescott got the raw end of the deal? Me, I feel like Dak's winning because Dak just previously he was making what, like 1 million, maybe 2 million coming off this season. Now he's making 31 mil, and then if they franchise tag you again, you'll be at 38 mil. You could do the Kirk Cousins route. So Dak doesn't need to be upset or anything. And his brother coming out saying all of that, man, I don't pay attention to that. I don't pay attention to stuff like that. Dak is fine. What Dak need to do is he need to Dak need to Dak needs to come into the season, learn as much as he can, go out there and perform, and go get your money. Because I believe he's a good quarterback. I believe he's top 10, top 8, maybe pushing it. But I believe, if which this coach is going to be way better than the other coach because this coach is actually great with quarterbacks. Jason Garrett was terrible at developing talent. Even with Tony Romo. If Tony Romo would have had a Sean Payton or even this guy McCarthy, Romo probably would have never been turning the ball over as much as he did. But Jerry messed that up when he didn't let Bill Parcells have control of the team, and he started undercutting him, and that's why Bill Parcells left, because he didn't want to deal with Jerry or deal with that control freak. Now, Mike McCarthy already had stipulations before he came in saying that I get control of the draft. I draft who I want. That's why they got CeeDee Lamb, because that was a perfect pick. You want to sharpen, you want to make your strength the receiving core, because you saw Amari last year. Amari quit. He was soft. He got taken out the game. Michael Gallup, he's still developing. He has to learn how to catch more. He needs to learn how to run his routes a little better, like quick, like timing. He got to hang on to the ball. Learn how to catch it away from your body. Sometimes a lot of these receivers, they don't know how to catch the ball away from their body. They always use their body. That's why a lot of times they're dropping passes. Dak's receivers, by the way, they led the league in drops. Most drop passes. So basically to me, I feel like Dak's winning. He's fine. You got 31 mil guaranteed next year. Depending on how you do this season, they could franchise tag you again. You're going to be at 38. You got to understand, Dak's not going to end up playing here. He's going to go somewhere else. I still believe the perfect fit for him would be in Chicago. The Bears would really do well with him. Not only the Bears, who else is out there? The Titans got them a quarterback. He could do well in Jacksonville. Jacksonville ain't fulfill their need. Their quarterback position is not that well, but he could work there. And if Dwayne Haskins don't work out in Washington, he can always go to Washington. So the thing I'm trying to say is you gotta, this is business. But at the end of the day, they don't believe in Dak. They don't. The media, the fans, everyone has been crushing Dak. And Dak's only in his 4th year, going to his 5th year. Drew Brees didn't start winning until his 8th, 9th season? But you guys didn't hold Drew Brees to a standard. Peyton Manning was choking all the time in the playoffs. But because he had a great regular season, right, putting up all these numbers, you didn't say nothing, and he was getting to the playoffs. I mean, you guys hated on that. Excuse me. When it wasn't all his fault. His defense was giving up yards after yards. His special teams was missing field goals that could have kept the momentum at bay. There were drives he did lead that his defense gave up the touchdown to lose the game or the field goal. So I'm not making excuses. Does Dak need to improve? Yeah. But I believe you guys are really, really being unfair to Dak Prescott. And it's because of Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith and all these guys who hating on him. But I'm just saying, when did how many elite quarterbacks is it? There's only like two, maybe three or four elite quarterbacks. It is. Pat Mahomes won a Super Bowl. He's great. He's up there now. But is he better than Deshaun Watson? No. Deshaun Watson, if he had Andy Reid as a head coach, Deshaun Watson would have two Super Bowls right now. Easy. But out of the quarterbacks, I got Deshaun 1, Pat 2, and then Dak. Out of those young guys. Jared Goff and Carson Wentz are, to me, system quarterbacks. They need, basically, they need a coach who knows how to reel them in, knows how to put them in position to succeed. Dak has been playing for 4 years with a coach that doesn't really know how to head coach or play call. The play calling is 1960s football. There's no spread option. And then when something works, the following week Dallas just went away from it. Have you ever noticed how they ball out one week and they're doing the spread option, they're doing all these different plays, and then the following week they go back to that slow ass 1960s hut and they give it to the running back. There's no creativity. Jason Garrett has suffered, and Tony Romo even said this on the Fox network. He was like, it's the same old offense. He even said it. So to me, I want to see Dak stay a Cowboy because I believe Dak, he fits it. He has that charisma. He has that. He doesn't fall under the pressure and he doesn't get in trouble. The guy's a good dude. He does what he's supposed to do. But you're going to pay Zeke and DeMarcus Lawrence. To me, them two got overpaid. I would have kept Byron Jones. I would have let Zeke walk. I would have let Pollard do what he had to do, bring in another two running backs to be running back by committee. You could have had them fill in a void until you found who was your stable running back. The New York Giants proved this in the 2000s when they won both Super Bowls. They had running backs by committee until Brandon Jacobs became the head guy or Ahmad Bradshaw became the head guy, and they went from there. So that's what I'm saying. Football is about personnel and your depth. It's not about this one player or that player. Now, Dak Prescott, this year, I believe he's going to ball out. The Cowboys are going to make the playoffs. I believe they're going to win the East. Last year, I picked the Eagles. The year before, I picked the Eagles. And I think the year before that, I picked the Eagles. So I've been right a little bit. So this year, what scares me for the Eagles is they didn't address their needs. They got all these receivers that are the same. And then not only that, they didn't find nobody to back up Fletcher Cox. They didn't find nobody to help Darius Slay. So Darius Slay gonna be the only corner out there, but your other corners are gonna get exposed. Unless unless you know something we don't. But to me, it's gonna go the Cowboys, Eagles, everybody else. But I don't know. The Giants may surprise me because the Giants picked up some good offensive linemen that they needed. So overall, do you feel Dak was disrespected? Do you feel Dak? Do you feel Dallas was correct in giving him the franchise tag? Do you believe after this season Dak's going to be a Cowboy again? And if so, is he going to be a Cowboy long term or is he going to be playing for somebody else? Me, I believe he's going to play for somebody else after next year because I believe they're going to franchise tag him next year. And I believe he's going to walk the year after or the year after that one. But I don't believe it was. I believe it wasn't disrespect because I already knew it was going to happen. And to me, I think Dak's winning at the end of the day. He's getting paid. He's getting paid way more than he got paid his first 4 years. So he good right now. just keep collecting your keep collecting the franchise tags, and you good. So just get your money. Like I said, like the page, subscribe, share this with everybody, share this on your whole platform, and thank you. And like I said, leave messages. Please be respectful. Um, just let me know your opinion. Like I said, we can agree to disagree and talk like men, or talk like a man to a woman if ladies want to comment as well. So just be respectful. Respect the page, and thank you guys. Live boy.